family vloggers exploded on the YouTube scene in the 2010s. Picture-perfect families, wholesome moments, millions of subscribers, and viral success. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling? This is everything they don't want you to know.
Shh. The fact that I yell at my kids is a secret. We don't want our viewers to know.
Come here, come closer for the video, come closer. Act like you're crying, really quick.
I am crying.
What happened at the time brought a lot of shame on me.
Number 1. Ruby Frankie.
Food? Food is for wimps.
Can we give some breakfast?
You don't need food.
Thank you.
The 8 Passengers channel was meant to be a wholesome, family-friendly channel. But everything changed when the mother, Ruby Frankie, was arrested for child abuse.
When the child arrived at the neighbor's home, the child had duct tape around his wrists and ankles.
Ruby Frankie became notorious on YouTube through her account 8 Passengers, which reached 2.3 million subscribers on the platform. On the surface, she was presented as a strict mom and would play off situations like denying them presents on Christmas or sending them to school with no lunch.
My kids are literally starving. I'm not even gonna let you eat breakfast.
On the surface, she was presented as a strict mom and would play off situations like denying them presents on Christmas or sending them to school with no lunch.
Eve is responsible for making her lunches in the morning, so the natural outcome is she's just going to need to be hungry. And hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her a lunch.
But viewers began to notice that something seemed sinister. Ruby and Kevin even sent their son Chad away for 3 months to a wilderness program to correct bad behavior in teens. The teenager was allegedly made to survive in the wilderness and find his own food to eat. The 8 Passengers fans were furious, but the parents believed they had to be tough and strict on their children.
They're gonna say, you're hurting me, you're beating me, you're controlling. It's like, no dear, hold still, I'm getting the fire out.
These strict rules had been imposed onto the family after the parents had joined the religious coaching group Connections, founded by Mormon therapist Jody Hildebrandt.
If you are willing to come and learn about principles of truth, you will find calmness.
Ruby appeared to have been radicalized by this group, and one day, Ruby and the children were staying in Jody's home where they allegedly tortured them.
See the wounds on the back of his ankles, around the front of his ankles, and then on his wrists as well. They put cayenne pepper mixed with honey, he said, on the wounds, and then covered that with the plastic saran wrap and then the duct tape over the wounds.
The children were also made to work long hours in the sun without enough food or water. It was then that one of the children escaped and reluctantly begged for help from a neighbor.
And officers say when they arrived, that child had open wounds and was so malnourished, they immediately transported him to the hospital.
Ruby Frankie and Jody Hildebrandt were sentenced to up to 30 years in prison for child abuse. Now, the children are reportedly in a safer environment, focusing on recovery and rebuilding their lives after the traumatic experiences. Number 2, family of 5.
I hate my life, just kill me.
I'm gonna kill you later after all this thing.
Vlogger parents. Heather and Mark lost custody of their own 2 children when their prank YouTube channel revealed they were being exploited for views online.
You guys got pranked hard.
They did.
Hard.
For years, Heather and Mark pulled pranks on their adopted children and uploaded them to their YouTube channel, Family of 5. The couple gained up to 750,000 subscribers, and they soon began pushing the limits on what they could make their children do. On one occasion, Heather and Mark made their children slap each other as a part of a challenge.
Now, if it don't land, the other person gets to slap you in the face.
Wait, what?
No, you don't hit girls.
Yeah,
but she's your sister, she don't count.
The kids felt immense pressure from their parents and began to hate having their entire lives uploaded to YouTube.
Go and take the camera with you.
No, I gotta vlog my life. You know that.
I'm tired of this.
Alarm bells rang when the parents said that Cody wasn't allowed to go to Disneyland because he had smeared feces all over the wall. Many people were quick to state that this behavior was a child trauma response, but they responded in an interview saying it wasn't actually the truth. CPS were still called to investigate, and they were told to make changes to their online content.
They did say that some of our videos were distasteful, but it's not abuse, was the bottom line.
But there was a prank where the parents took it too far when Cody was falsely accused of spilling invisible ink on the carpet. Mike and Heather aggressively yelled at him while he cried, insisting he had done something wrong.
Why did you do that?
Ruin the carpet.
Get out of here, mind your business!
Do that! Mommy, Dad, I didn't
Oh my God!
Fans accused the parents of abusing their children for views, leading many of them to unfollow their channel.
This has been the absolute worst week of our life, and we realize that we have made some terrible parenting decisions, and we just want to make things right.
I do agree that we put things on the internet that should not be there. We did things that we should not do.
They admitted that the more views they would receive, the crazier and more extreme the pranks and reactions would be. Mike and Heather lost custody and were later convicted of child neglect, with Caspian and Echo returning to their biological mother. Number 3, Myka Stauffer.
He's probably having a meltdown. Are you done?
He's just having a bad day. He's a grumpy day today.
These YouTuber parents returned their adopted 5-year-old child Huxley after realizing he had a brain tumor. But why?
Do I feel like a failure as a mom? Like 500%.
The couple gained 400,000 followers in the year after his adoption and began including Huxley more and more in thumbnails and titles. They started receiving criticism for using Huxley's struggles to gain popularity. Their lifestyle seemed to have changed since adopting him as they generated more income and sponsorship deals.
Once you get that desirable and a lot of brands are kind of fighting for places, rates get a little bit higher.
Despite insisting that they wanted to keep Huxley's struggles private, they continued to share videos of his breakdowns and treatments, which was met with further criticism.
When you get like insidious, hurtful comments, it just like really makes it hurt worse.
But the couple shocked their fans when they announced they were returning Huxley only 2 years after adopting him. According to them, the decision was made after they discovered the adopting agency had not been honest over what issues Huxley had.
With international adoption, sometimes there's unknowns and things that are not transparent on files and things like that.
However, Myka's neighbor revealed a much darker reason behind this decision. In a text message, they claimed Huxley wasn't helping during the filming of the videos, and that he didn't fit in. It was said by the adoption agency that Huxley had a brain cyst, but in no way it could affect his cognitive abilities. But when the family adopted him, they took him to a specialist who revealed the child actually had a brain tumor. Myka revealed she wasn't scared of the challenge, as she was an oncologist nurse, and she saw herself capable of taking care of him. But that couldn't have been further from the truth. Myka was seen to be incredibly frustrated with the child, shouting at him and separating him from their other children.
This is like 8th tantrum.
No more. Come on, let's go. You're not gonna throw a fit when you don't get your way. That's not okay. Let's go.
The fans turned on the family after they saw them cutting down the costs of Huxley's treatments, while they were seen spending far more on jewelry or trips. When they returned, it spurred a controversy surrounding the family, making them lose around 200,000 subscribers within weeks and forcing them to take down their channel. Huxley was sent to another adoptive family that could better cater to his needs.
His new mommy has medical professional training, and it is a very good fit.
Number 4, the Ace family.
I had been lying to myself, and I knew that certain things didn't feel right and certain things weren't right.
Cheating, assault claims, fraud, and a messy divorce. This is how one of the most famous YouTube families lost everything. For years, the Ace family dominated the family vlogging landscape with their lighthearted content. But, as time passed by, tensions rose between the parents Austin and Catherine, shining a light on the reality behind one of the biggest family channels.
Ace Family! Welcome back to our channel, guys.
What's going on, everybody? Ooh, look at my hair.
No.
Good thing I don't have to. No, I'm gonna say it. Good thing I have to be on camera today.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
My hair looks up. I would not film like this. So just go.
Okay.
Austin began to gain a reputation as a bad father after fans noticed some controlling and manipulative behavior. To make matters worse, he owned a few guns around the home, and many became concerned over the safety of the children around him.
I was in the living room, sleeping on the couch with another gun. I was literally sleeping like this. For sure. Like this.
Controversy ensued after it was revealed that Austin had cheated on his wife. But even more shockingly, that he had been accused of sexual assault. According to the claim, the attack had happened when Austin, his father, and a couple of friends had lured a couple of girls to a yacht party.
She repeatedly said no multiple times, over and over and over, to the point where she started crying, begging them to stop.
Austin denied this, and no legal charges were ever filed. From then onwards, Austin was involved in constant controversy. He was accused of multiple fraud and scam schemes, including a How to Be a Billionaire course where he allegedly exploited his clients for money.
We own any content that you post. We can reuse it however we want, we can monetize it however we want, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Catherine ended up divorcing Austin, and the Ace family stopped posting videos online, abandoning their 18 million subscriber empire. Number 5. Ryan's World.
We try not to capture any moment that Ryan's in distress.
Ryan Kaji is the most famous kid on YouTube. His account has almost 36 million subscribers, but where does all that money go?
What are the labor laws about putting your kids in videos? Like how do you quantify the value that they're bringing to the content? Is that value going back to them?
In 2015, 5-year-old Ryan Kaji became one of the highest paid YouTubers in the world, which made viewers concerned that his parents were exploiting him. He began making videos at just 3 years old after becoming an avid consumer of YouTube content.
When I was 3, I was watching other people, and I was like, why am I not on there? And I started my own YouTube channel.
Ryan uploaded videos daily, many of them collaborating with new channels and brand deals bringing in millions.
Ryan has teamed up with Colgate to help make oral care fun.
Brushing teeth makes me feel ready for school.
Fans were worried about where all this money was going, which forced the family to reveal what was happening with it. In a statement, Ryan's family claimed 15% of Ryan's earnings are funneled into a bank account that is protected until he becomes an adult, so he is guaranteed to be at least a multimillionaire by the time he is 18. His parents insist, however, that starting the channel was not about money.
I thought, why not? We can use it as a fun experience, bonding experience together. So decided to just take him to the store and then just ask him, what toy do you want to play with? And that's just how it got started.
In 2019, a children's rights watchdog group complained to the Federal Trade Commission that the channels were blurring the lines between advertisement and entertainment, with sponsored content not labeled clearly enough.
Unfortunately, it is often difficult to discern the innocent antics in Ryan Toys review videos from the sponsored content, and for preschoolers, it is impossible to discern the difference.
The YouTube channel faced another controversy when interviews with Ryan and his family gave the impression that he has received media training, with some questioning whether his videos show the true nature of Ryan's home life.
So is it fun for you? Because it is all family involved?
Yeah, it's fun to do it with all of my family. And it never gets boring because we do different things.
Nevertheless, this has not stopped either Ryan or his family to continue posting videos on their channel, which now has nearly 40 million subscribers. Number 6. Jordan Cheyenne.
I love you guys. Come here, come closer for the video, closer. Come closer! Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
In 2021, this vlogger was caught manipulating her child to gain more views.
Go like this for the video. Go like this, put one hand up, go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth.
Oh, Mama, I'm actually crying.
Jordan Cheyenne was a YouTube star, gaining over 500,000 subscribers through her family content. But her career took a terrible hit after posting a controversial video. Shortly after adopting a dog, the family learned it had parvo, a terrible illness that could end the pet's life. Jordan immediately took her child and shot a video of him reacting to the news. However, before posting it, she forgot to check the footage. Fans were confused when, in the final minute of the video, they saw Jordan forcing her child to react in the way she wanted for the video for a thumbnail.
Look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me. I know, look at me, look at me. Look at the camera, look at the camera.
Shortly after, the star came forward with an apology video.
You guys are completely right, 100,000,000% right. And I so hope you know that I'm genuine about that.
Jordan promised that she would never do anything like that before, and that the tension of the moment led her to treat her child that way.
Very upset, we've been crying all day. It has been extremely scary. They don't know if she's gonna make it. It has been such an emotional day.
In a podcast interview after the incident, she was questioned.
Are you actually sorry, or are you just sorry you got caught?
I would say I am genuinely sorry to my son. I am disappointed in myself that in that moment I prioritized the YouTube, the thumbnail, the acting over his genuine emotions in that moment.
Her channel lost many subscribers, and she even deleted her channel, not posting her son anymore.
Going forward, I can 100% make a commitment to pull Christian off there.
But in November of that year, she brought it back. Nevertheless, this wouldn't be her only controversy. After she stopped posting on YouTube, Jordan came out on TikTok to talk about what many believe to be a pyramid scheme. As of now, she continues to be a social media influencer, focusing on digital marketing strategies, as well as being a manifestation coach. Number 7, the Shaytards.
Imagine everybody you've ever known and cared about knowing the very worst thing that you've ever done.
Is there anything worse that could happen to a family vlog channel than discovering the father had a shocking affair? This is what happened to one of the most well-known YouTubers. Shay Carl had a perfect life. His wife Colette and their 5 children thrived on their YouTube channel, which boasted nearly 3 million views. But everything changed when a 22-year-old cam girl called Aria Nina revealed she had been in an online relationship with Shay for the past 3 months.
We have Nina on the line. Nina, how exactly did all this go down?
So basically, I was getting on a flight and I was up super late and I got a DM from Shay and I was basically just freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, Shay Carl messaged me.
The two of them never met face to face, but they sent each other explicit photos and messages.
And then he became really rude. And last night he was just super, super rude to me. So I decided to post all of the DMs.
The leaked messages became incredibly viral, which threatened Shay's marriage.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I don't know if God's forgiven me. I don't even think my wife's been able to forgive me yet.
Shay came forward to reveal that it had not been his fault. According to him, Nina had reached out to him first and had baited him into sending those compromising messages. Added to that, he revealed he had been having an existential crisis and had been battling with alcoholism, which had prompted him to make a mistake.
I struggled with alcohol. And so, I made some poor decisions one night when I was intoxicated, and those messages came out on the internet.
But this was too much for his wife, Colette.
Colette moved out about a year ago, and we're still married. We're still working on it.
To the surprise of many of their viewers, Colette ended up forgiving him, and the couple came back together.
It was a struggle for a lot of years. It's not like we're just, oh, that's okay, let's just keep going. We struggled a lot. And we still have our struggles. We still fight. We still have our moments, but we're both committed.
They opened up about overcoming the struggles of alcoholism, but are now in a much better place as a family.
It's hard. It's hard to watch somebody you love struggle with something, and I know that's not who he is.
Number 8, the LeBron Family. This Christian family has been canceled time and time again for their shocking opinions. But their most jaw-dropping statement might just leave you speechless. The LeBron family has been built on controversy from the very start. Before he was a wholesome family man, Cole LeBrant was known for his suggestive dance videos and questionable tweets. Once he and Savannah got married, the couple launched the YouTube channel, The LeBron Fam, where they vlogged about their life and revealed the secrets behind a perfect Christian family. But it didn't take long for the cracks to show. As the years passed by, the YouTube channel became more and more controversial, constantly clickbaiting its audience to believe the most outrageous things. One time, the family posted a video with the caption, "She got diagnosed with cancer," leading people to believe that their daughter had the illness. But in reality, the video was about them visiting a clinic for kids with cancer.
So I'm just starting. I'm just reaching out to different families and different people and just praying that God will put the right people and the right families who want to tell their story.
The couple made headlines when they posted a controversial documentary against abortion.
I would not be here today if my grandma did not choose life for my mom.
In the video, the LeBron family compared abortion with multiple genocides, including the Holocaust. Many slammed them for spreading misinformation and using manipulative tactics to push their beliefs. The family was caught again clickbaiting their audience when they posted a video dramatically suggesting they were forced to evacuate their home due to raging fires.
There's a huge fire right by our house and that we might need to evacuate, so I'm actually going to drive.
But their neighbor later exposed them, confirming that their house was never actually in danger. And the scandals don't stop there. Recently, the LeBron family was accused of stealing the idea for their app, Bear Fruit. Allegedly, the original creators had pitched the idea to them, only for the LeBrons to run off and launch it as their own. The LeBron family continues to post on YouTube, despite many fans believing they exploit their family for views, leading them to question their content choices online. Number 9. The Mech Circus. This YouTuber family has been called one of the worst to exist on the platform. The Mech Circus channel has been facing controversy after controversy over the 4 years they have been documenting their life online. The family, entirely composed of circus performers, has been criticized for scripting their videos heavily and clickbaiting their audience. Many of these controversies surround the star of the channel, Isabel, an 11-year-old who's seen in the family videos still talking as a baby.
Time for the big one. Kaboom! I'm Desperate Wheel!
However, many fans have caught the child faking her voice, which have led many to believe she might be encouraged to act as younger than she is to attract viewers.
What? Seriously, where is it?
The family has been accused by fans of showing favoritism towards Isabel, who first gained popularity due to her aerial skills. This favoritism seems to have affected her siblings deeply, who have begun to feel jealous of her.
You want to do circus with me? Because I'm not good at it. Yes, you are. I'm not as good as Isabel.
The family has been accused multiple times of scripting their videos heavily and creating some strange content, such as the time when they got a dog toy as a replacement for their pet that had died recently.
This is my dead dog, Barbie.
Nevertheless, the family has been thriving on the platform with no signs of stopping and have now over 17 million followers. So what do you think of these YouTubers? Should parents be allowed to include their children for content and profit off of it? Be sure to subscribe and let us know in the comments.